Well, as we've shown you over the past several weeks, every school district has been tasked with coming up with a return to education plan that suits its individual school community best. So now we're taking a closer look at Newington Public Schools today, and Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maureen Brummett, is joining us to walk through it all. Thank you so much, Dr. Brummett, for taking some time to talk with us today.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. So walk us through that. What does it look like for students in Newington as of right now? What's the plan for back to school?
So when they arrive on our doorsteps on Monday, they will be seeing a kind of a whole new setup at their schools. First of all, they're coming in as cohorts, either blue or gold, which means their class sizes will be less than half of what they typically are. And when they get to their schools, they're going to see an amazing amount of signage telling them to social distance, wear their mask, signage in the hallways for one-way traffic, things that they've never seen before in a school setting. Prior to that, we've had tons of communication with their parents about all of our protocols. We are absolutely firm on our mask protocol, so everyone has to wear a mask. And we'll be planning for mask breaks throughout the day that teachers have received training on. We have an amazing amount of cleaning going on. In fact, we've actually enlisted some of our bus drivers who won't be working on Wednesdays because we're online only on Wednesdays. So during those days and even in between their runs, they'll come into the schools to assist with a huge amount of cleaning that we're going to do to ensure everyone's safety and mitigate as much as we can. When you go into your classroom, you're going to see desks that are spread apart. You're going to be 6 feet apart from anyone next to you. And you may see a desk shield, which is like a see-through shield that might be on your desk. So that's an extra layer of protection. It also allows you to have a mask break. When you come into the classroom, you're going to grab a hand sanitizing wipe and wash your hands, or you're going to wash it at the sink, depending if you have a sink in your classroom. You're going to wipe down your desktop, and you're going to spend a lot of time during the day washing your hands.
Yeah.
And safety protocols, and the younger students will have different types of training than the older students.
I'm sure that will be very different for them. And social and emotional learning seems to be a major priority for Newington. Can you explain that push to help keep students engaged?
Absolutely. We had convocation on Monday, and our keynote speaker was Dr. Mark Brackett from the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence. He's an internationally known speaker, and that just had served to reinforce all the efforts we've been working on this fall. So students will also see a more explicit effort to discuss with them their emotions and how that impacts their school day. Teachers have been trained to help them deal with their emotions. And also we've trained teachers to help teachers deal with their emotions, because this is an incredibly stressful time. Mm-hmm. And we've really wanted to reassure teachers that we understand that, and we want them to feel good so they in turn can be good for the children. So we will have different lesson plans around that. You'll see a mood meter in many of our classrooms where kids will be asked to identify how you're feeling today and understanding how that might impact how they're learning or remembering what they learn. And do we need a little break? Do we need to kind of reset our current feelings and try to get through a hard time? So it's a whole new approach that many students might not have experienced before.
I like that. That mood meter is very interesting. And obviously you have a very detailed return guide. So if anybody has more questions, I know that you mentioned that lots of parents have had lots of anxiety and apprehension. So they can go there, right? They can go right to the website.
In addition, we have had forums for parents all summer long, both forums that I've hosted as well as at each school. So they've had an opportunity to ask us all the questions they wanted to. We've developed FAQ sheets for every school or district-wide. And also on our website is not only the detailed plan, which was over, I think, 70 pages, but also some executive summaries or some frequently asked questions or little charts that sort of extrapolate the most important things for parents to remember. But I do believe we've spent a fair amount of time with that. I'm actually going to send out a communication today that will allow parents to understand expectations for when children are not with us, if they're learning from home and they're actually streaming into a live classroom. We have expectations about online behavior at home and things of that sort. So they're going to get that communication from me today, and it'll be ongoing because as we move along, there'll be new things that come up that we have to address.
All
Because
right.
it's uncharted territory.
Yes, that's, I'm sure, the overarching theme here, uncharted territory. But first day is Monday. Dr. Brumman, thank you so much for your time today. Good luck with this upcoming school year.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, take care.